Millennium starts off very strong with perhaps one of the coolest concepts I've ever heard of in a sci-fi film. Kris Kristofferson plays Bill Smith, an ordinary guy with a boring name who is also an NTSB plane crash investigator. After one crash, he slowly starts to figure out a very troubling mystery unfolding involving the future and infertility. Cheryl Ladd plays opposite Kris Kristofferson as Louise Baltimore, a woman from the future who travels back in time on board doomed aircraft mid-flight to steal all of the passengers off the plane and bring them to the future before their planes crash. Their bodies are replaced with pre-burned replicas. Baltimore and her co-workers are from 1,000 years in the future and are unable to reproduce, so naturally their solution is to steal men and women from 1989 and force them to breed with each other in their crumbling dystopian future. And a really clever plot point, all of the characters from the future must constantly smoke cigarettes while traveling back to the 1980s, because they're accustomed to the polluted air, and apparently the air quality in 1989 is just too clean for them. As I said, in concept this movie is incredibly strong, with the science fiction aspects of time travel and paradox very well explained and well explored. Unfortunately, the movie fails in just about every other category. For one, Kristofferson is bland, boring, and uninspiring as the lead, who really just seems cranky for most of the movie. The character motivations are also highly suspect. At one point, Baltimore travels back in time in an attempt to distract Smith from discovering more about her body-snatching airplane plan. Her method of distraction? Have a one-night stand with him. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I signed on to this movie to see like a cool 80s B movie about time travel. I did not want to see Kris Kristofferson have sex with a Charlie's Angel. No thanks. Besides this really bad romance plot that never felt right at all, I also had issue with the film's abysmal portrayal of the future. I mean, come on now, are we really meant to believe that 1989's perception of the future is 1987? I swear to God, in one scene I saw Madonna walk by. Halfway through the film, the narrative focus shifts to that of Baltimore as we follow her side of the story. And for some reason the director finds it necessary to literally show the entire first half of the film again, from different camera angles. I mean, yes, now that we know what's really going on, watching the earlier scenes in the movie again from Baltimore's perspective helps us better understand the plot and the time travel aspects. But seriously, nearly 45 minutes of this film are shown twice. It's just bad writing and entirely inexcusable. But on a lighter note, this is certainly one of those so bad it's good sci-fi movies. At one point towards the end of the film, when the characters start to dick around with the temporal paradoxes, the computer consoles in the future start exploding and killing people. Right, so you're saying that if I go back in time to kill my grandfather, a computer console in 2989 is going to just burst into flames? Somehow I don't see that happening. Anyway, here's what you guys thought of Millennium. Dean Bear SYR wrote, Millennium was a passable time travel mystery movie. Basing a movie on John Varley's short story was chancy at best. The visual effects were so-so, but Cheryl Ladd's future punk look was very disturbing considering she was a former Charlie's Angel. Kris Kristofferson basically sleepwalked through this film. A good time waster when you're bored and channel surfing, but not worth renting or buying. Chainsaw Doctor wrote, Millennium was an amazing movie. It is one of those movies you have to appreciate for its time period. The movie was so cheesy that it was just amazing in its own right. Some may not agree, but I thought it was good for the cheese value. S13AR10A fan wrote, Millennium, I don't want to get into how lame this movie was. It wasn't awful, but pretty bad. 3 out of 10. Now personally, I enjoyed this film just enough for it to be at the very least a passable B movie, maybe scoring a 3 on my personal scale. But wow, you guys voted overwhelmingly negative for Millennium, leaving it with a whopping score of garbage. Not many of you actually voted because I don't think many of you have seen this movie, but those that did vote, 36% gave it a 1 on the Rate-O-Matic.